Hey there, everybody! Welcome to Fresh Out the Box Plays Wildsea from Felix Isaacs. It is an indie game all about sailing across the wild sea, and I am the Firefly, or Game Master, if you prefer, Johananon.
Oh, hey, I didn't see you there.
I knew it.
It's me, Casualty CDG. I'm a retired child crimes and human trafficking detective turned tabletop titan and improv comedian. Tonight, I'll be reprising my role upon the Wildsea as Sir Rust. I'm a Celicry doom speaker. And, my character is one of many stargazers aboard the vessel.
Hey folks, I'm Matt Murphy. I am a theater designer extraordinaire. I build stuff today. But tonight, I'm playing Oshin the Lost, who is in quite a delicate situation right now because he is with child.
What's up, everyone? I'm Kevin. Welcome back. Thanks for being here. I'm also a theatrical entertainment designer based out of Houston. And tonight I will be reprising the role as Welson Ors, a Mothran, a childlike appearing being that is ancient and very sort of strange. Maybe has an ulterior motive, maybe does not. We'll find out more.
Hi, I'm Misha. I'm a computer science and business student, but also in most of my free time at this point, I've been getting more into DMing and also a little bit of podcasting. Tonight I'll be playing Anna Akian, the small and somewhat terrifying ghost child.
You guys and your characters get me. Hey, Dadpool, welcome to the stream. Good to see you, Vampire Bites and Xavier. We miss you guys. And yes, Sean, you're right. Let's all say a happy birthday to Gary, because today is his birthday.
Just be careful which version you sing.
Oh yeah, we can't sing it because of legality. But happy birthday, Gary.
Now, John, just do a beatbox version for me.
No, I used to work at Bennigan's. Happy birthday on your special day. Happy birthday, that's what we're here to say. Hey, happy birthday. May all your dreams come true. Happy birthday from Bennigan's to you. Hey!
That song is copyrighted too.
No, I was going to say I like that he can sing that one because Bennigan's...
Yeah, Bennigan's went under.
Totally out of business.
They went out of business twice.
Oh, no.
That's how good they were at it.
All right,
yeah.
Next I'm going to sing the Enron birthday song.
There you go.
Okay, let's go.
But yeah, when we were last sailing across the wild sea, you guys used your charts of whispers to delve deep into a tree whirlpool at the heart of a thunder blast. You found at the heart of it this old power station from the world before. You went in, you took out the cause of the lightning strikes, which was a generator that was being used by ancient war machines to power themselves. After that, you decided to go almost all the way to the bottom, which, man, that's scary. And you guys managed to go on an epic sled adventure, fight plant monsters, Matt got pregnant, and then, yeah, you guys discovered this Leviathan creature walking across the under eaves, a Leviathan. And it was a gigantic turtle, and as a shell, it had a whole aircraft carrier on it. And upon closer investigation from our Mothran friend, it was crawling with some sort of small creatures that looked like little creepoids. After that, you guys returned to the surface and were sailing across the tops of the sea once again, heading to a destination. And in this instance, you guys are pretty much going from nowhere to a town. So yes, there was a ship on the horizon, but they are not messing with you. So, and that's where we pick it up.
Is that ship the yacht of rich people who we fucked over?
Oh, no. No, that ship doesn't work anymore.
Ah, right. We fucked them up.
Yeah, you guys still like their seals? It, like,
They've got a few holes in their boat.
you guys almost
They'll be
sunk the
okay.
entire, like, raft of ships that were hanging out. It was fun.
Oh, come on. Our ship is also like no seals. They'll be fine.
Mhm.
Junk is very buoyant when it's not steel, which is,
Sure.
I think, what we have.
Oh, that's right. I guess we should remind the audience that we drive in a giant, monumental-sized junk ship full of holes that expose themselves to the wild seas. That's
Yes.
powered by a dream-eating crystal
Cocoon.
squid.
Cocoon,
Yeah.
There's a big bug in there.
Well, there's something in there.
And don't forget about our ever popular Geist octopus,
Yes.
who just kind of
The
flops
captain.
around being nasty. He's all on the deck, like, just flopping around giving orders.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. I'm impressed with that suction cup noise. Well done,
Or
sir.
quite well.
Well done.
Kevin actually has suction cups, so he's been able to practice.
Just like doing them underneath the camera. Yeah.
Suction cups was my nickname in high school. It is going to be a big puppy
Yep.
tadpole. You were right. But yeah, so you guys, when we left off, it was nighttime. You guys were like in the crow's nest. You see this ship, but they aren't heading towards you or anything. What are you doing? You guys are still in the midst of a journey, which means that you have your options to continue on to Wayacre, that kind of stuff.
Forge
Yeah.
ahead?
Well, we're coming up from Way and Anchor, so I think we should probably forge ahead, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. Who
All right, Oris.
is on watch for this leg of the journey?
What time of day or night is it?
When you guys pick up your anchor, it's probably going to be. I imagine you wait till sunrise. So
Then not me. I would take watch at night.
you can travel at night.
I cannot take watch, is that correct? Because I'm navigating?
Correct.
This can be my version of Saturday morning cartoons. I can take watch.
There you go.
Right.
Let me make sure I'm doing this right. You're gonna make a roll. What kind of roll? I don't know.
All right.
All right, so you guys are gonna forge ahead, right? Specifically.
Yeah.
Because you can cut a path, forge ahead, drop anchor. Cut a path is you travel
Oh.
at a decent speed, but you're keeping the crew safe. Forging ahead, you're like jamming.
Oh, I don't actually think we can forge ahead. I don't think our ship has the capability.
Oh.
We have been, haven't we?
You guys have been.
I think when we have that colossal, monumental size or whatever, it takes away our ability.
The size isn't what was doing it.
It was what it's
something
made
else.
of. was
It might
that
be what it's
stone.
made of. Yeah. Well, in that case, cut a path. Yeah. So you have a good chance of spotting anything that's coming up ahead before it gets to you, but you're still going to make a watch roll.
I think the way that we were forging ahead is Misha was supercharging the bug with her ability.
It's true. You could
That's
do
what
that.
it is.
I think that's
Basically,
how-
by just existing, I make the boat go faster. Because I just keep
Sure.
repeatedly shocking the cocoon in the engine.
Works for me. As long as we get to haul ass, buddy.
You're going to roll only a single d6.
Oh boy, time to see absolutely nothing.
Maybe.
That's a 3.
That's not nothing. So a 3 is some sort of natural event, a change of the weather, or a natural feature of the wrestling waves, or a wonder could happen, or a horror of the wilds. It could be a lot of stuff. But in this particular instance, after what you guys just got done doing, you guys are it's not so bad. You guys are having a decent day. But the weather does start taking a turn for the more autumn time frame. So it's getting a little colder. But other than that, it is uneventful.
That's That's nice.
Yeah, not so bad. You guys do continue on your journey without too much trouble. You can do anything you want during this time, but for the most part, you don't have to. You will eventually. Yeah.
If I feed Stabby Tooth a spectral flower, it's something I came with. It's in my specimens.
Mm.
Could I possibly give him ghost mode?
Feed it to who?
Stabby Tooth.
Stabby Tooth. You want to feed him a spectral flower and see what happens, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, you can.
Yeah.
Who
I
knows
should
what'll
probably
happen?
I need to start keeping a list of all the funky things I've done to him.
So far, you've made him glow.
So far, I've given him a glow fruit. I'll mark off my glow fruit, and I will give him a spectral flower. Any consumable goes to the frog.
There you go. I can make some notes of that, actually. Stabby Tooth. Oh, yeah. I marked that he is fruit-scented because you gave him one of the fruits. He's also luminous. And now, potentially ghost-moded. Can mean a lot of stuff. We'll cross that. We'll cross that bridge.
Ditch around it that's filled with souls.
He just eats souls now. That's all that will sate his hunger. I have been powered up. That's exciting. Oh, ghost moat. I got you.
Yeah, ghost moated.
Damn it. Oh, Kevin, is this what it feels like? Is this what I've been doing to people for years? Nah, it's great. So yeah, you guys travel for this whole leg of the journey with not much of an issue. It gets colder, and that's about it. The other ship never does come to mess with you or anything like that. As you start to head this direction, we'll call it northeast. You guys are heading in a northeasterly direction. You do see some things starting to jut out of the Wildsea. You see some rocks, some mountainous whatsits off in the distance. There are still mountains in the Wildsea, the very tips of which are still coming from the bottom. Some of them are simply just giant rocks stuck in the tops of the trees. But eventually, you guys will see what is pretty easily recognizable as a port. It does seem to be some sort of city built onto this mountainside.
Yes.
I guess I'm kind of dock. I have some stuff to sell or trade, more like. And also, we have an arcane power source I probably gotta fix.
Mm-hmm.
We could always do for more supplies, and there's always a story to be told at every port we go to. I'm game for weighing anchor.
Oh, one of you's driving this thing. Are you going to be pulling the port there, Kevin?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Land ahoy, am I right?
Can't force you. I gotta make sure. Yeah, so you guys will pull in the port. There are lots of other ships here. You might even recognize some of them from the Glowing Fruit Festival. Not a lot, but you see one or two that might have been there. You see several large ships. Your size, you see one bigger than your ship, and you see lots of smaller traders. It's a bustling port built onto this this mountain spit that's coming out of the ground. You can see all the buildings are built into like the side of the mountain. It kind of looks like a less fancy Minas Tirith, if you recall that from Lord of the Rings. It's just the layered city on the side of this mountain.
It will be nice to get their legs on the ground again. It's been a long time since they've been back to a spit.
And I want to get some stuff. Trading would be fun. Dealing would be fun.
It's true.
Just enjoying the scenery.
This would also be a good opportunity to scout out a smaller ship to add to our fleet. We could steal it.
I like where your head is at. I shall go and find danger myself. If you hear gunfire, I suggest you run quickly towards it and assist me.
That sounds like a plan. That sounds fun.
So you will notice as you guys get close and you tie up, we'll say the port master is an older, ardent fellow, which, for those of you who don't remember, are humans for all intents and purposes. He'll come up, he'll, dock. What's the name of the ship? I don't know if you guys have a ship name, but you can if you want to. You don't have to come up with it on the spot if you don't want to, though.
Well, our ship's just our big buddy. So if we just want to call it Buddy, that works.
The SS Buddy Junkyard.
Buddy Junkyard, I like it.
Oh my god.
Oh dear, I do say that is absolutely detestable.
He did not name the ship. It was our captain, and a fine name it is indeed. And when I say that, there's just an octopus with the captain's hat that slaps his hat with his tentacle and then drops it on the ground and kind of slides away from his hat.
Everyone has been booned, including Gary twice.
Thank you.
And Misha twice. And it looks like we might be getting a whole nother round here. But there are some boons. Keep that in mind. You guys have dice sitting there that you can use to add to any of your rolls.
Theoretically, got it. I forget. Can we add more than one boon to a roll at once?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, you can just slap them in there as much as you want. But yeah, so this Arden checks you guys in. The SS Buddy Junkyard is tied. What were you saying, Kevin?
Do we start with any boons? Sorry.
I don't think so. Maybe.
Cool. I'm trying to keep track so I can do it by
I'm
the
also
book.
trying to keep track, but it is hard. We missed that last week. Normally I can remember for a week. But I can't remember for 2. And then I got powered up. Oh shit, look at that. Awesome. Ooh. I can use mine to cut your dice, because I hate you guys. But yeah, so there's a lot of people hustling and bustling. There are some stalls and stuff very close to the port where some of these merchants are just selling stuff like right there on the dock, and it's kind of turned into an unofficial market that's been there for years. Then there's also the city square. There's like a fountain in the middle of it, depicting what? What is on the fountain?
I'd say like
not a penis, Kevin.
Hero.
A local.
Come
hero.
on, man! I'm more creative than that. I'm just wearing a top hat with a monocle.
A local hero sounds good. Excellent. You'll see some ancient hero, or maybe not ancient, local hero, standing there with water coming out of their hands in sort of a celebratory manner. It's very nice. There is also a temple here. It seems like they're doing some sort of ritual going on. You're not sure what, but you hear bells chiming. You see people gathered. Some of them are wearing like vestments. You can tell they're like white vestments. They all look fancy. All different races and species. What kind of temple is it?
It's the Church of the Archpenises.
Is that what you want, Kevin?
No, I really don't. Okay. I really don't want that.
Zaras, do you think it's a cult?
I believe it's the Church of the Root Mother, and strange things have been said about the roots they ingest, and the things it causes their mind to go through.
What was their primary thing? I heard the roots part. I like that.
Yeah, they eat roots, and the roots do things to their minds.
Okay.
So, like, Kava?
What do they worship? Like, conceptually.
The what? They worship the Root Mother.
Root Mother, okay. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. From the earth sprung, to the earth we shall return. Hail to thee, Root Mother. They'll be doing that whole stuff.
So it's a drug cult.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a drug cult. They eat roots as sacrament. Specific roots that make you trip. Misha, you have also been booned again. So let's see. That is everybody twice, Misha 3 times.
Oh, dude, thank
Perfect.
you.
We're gonna have to get to some rolling so you guys can use these. But yeah, and also thanks for the follow, Dark Bull, Dadpool. We appreciate it.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Deadpool's my friend. He's a cool guy.
You see that there seems to be some sort of issue going on at the temple. There's like a bit of a commotion. Some people are talking. But there's also, street food going on. You can also see some sort of vertical library. It's like a tower full of books. There are lots of points of interest. Which one grabs your interest?
The cult.
Okay.
The root mother.
Yeah.
Cool.
I want to get a peek at this root mother.
So yeah, as you approach, you will see at the front of this temple there is a statue that it looks like it was grown out of the trees that permeate the entire Wildsea. It looks like it grew into place, into the shape of this root mother, through various methods of forced, shaping. You guys have seen square watermelons. But yeah. And there is some sort of commotion going on. They seem to be upset about something. Seems that something didn't quite go according to plan during this ritual. They were supposed to have the bearer show up, but he never did.
Oh dear, I see an opportunity to lend a hand to a friend in need.
Perhaps one of us would be well suited to pretend to be the bearer.
And
As a
ask
way to
for
get
payment.
inside.
Well, I do say that you fit the bill quite cleanly, my friend.
I
don't know.
I would like to use a rogue doomsayer ability. And also, Jahan, if I might, maybe I'll mark 2 if you let me. I also have every street tells a story. I can mark it to learn a secret of a port or city I'm docked at. Can I learn what I'm supposed to be bringing here? Can I
You
know?
could potentially. And for that, I was also going to ask you guys, what is the mythical object that needs to be carried like an Olympic torch to this temple every so often?
No comment.
I think I was thinking of the same thing that made our friend say no comment.
What else would it be?
A plate of spaghetti.
A plate of spaghetti.
A colander.
A mystical. How about a mystical meal? I don't hate what he's saying.
I mean, sure. Something. We'll say it is a specific root with a specific sap.
Spaghetti.
Yeah,
Just
a root spaghetti.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, maybe we should send in. Gosh, I am so bad with names. Our Ketra friend, Olsen. O'Sheen, that's what it is. We could send in O'Sheen and try to pass him off as some sort of prophet, as he's pregnant with a plant.
I am. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, I'd like to escort if we're going. Father should be present. I also have a thing called a death mask that treats conflicts as triumphs when trying to unnerve. So I'd like to. It's like constantly on my face except when I meditate. So I'm gonna try to back him up in case things go wrong for him.
Gotcha. Yeah, absolutely. So you approach. It is an ardent woman talking to a what are they called? Ektru, the cactus people. Yeah, they should have been here by now. Now, if they're not here, maybe they got caught. This is troubling indeed. Might have to call the whole thing off. Yes, how can I help you?
Worry not. I have arrived.
And you are?
I am the bearer.
I am the bearer's attendant. Indeed.
The bearer. Well, where is it then?
It looks like they're blowing it. Hold on. I'm gonna walk up. This is the bearer, and I am the bearer's assistant.
Excellent. Well, good then. So you have it?
I'm
Absolutely.
gonna turn over and look at Misha's character and I think we're busted.
No, I want to use the death mask ability to unnerve or unsettle. And I want to just convince him that I'm going to hand him something nasty, and I want to convince him that it's what he wants.
Go ahead and make a roll. It will be what? First, pick your edge.
Ah, indeed.
You can do teeth. You can do.
We'll do veils, I think, right? Because I'm trying to deceive. I'm going to put my focus into
That works.
chumping his change.
Do you have an applicable skill?
I do. I have 2 in stealth, 3 in sense. I don't know if sense would really work. Brace, dodge, strike, outwit. I've got 1 point
Outwit.
in, which would probably
Outwit
work.
would work.
Cool. So I've got 1 in that, and then I'll use veils and, of course, the aspect of the death mask itself.
So you have 2 dice. You also have 2 boons sitting there if you want to use any of those to attempt
Indeed.
to put this woman
no.
on her heels.
I'm gonna go just old-fashioned style.
Gonna go naked on it. Gotcha.
Yep. Bear. As the day I was made in a test tube.
So you do treat conflict as success with your death mask. So this is a success. You do unnerve her. What's your intention here? Like why? What do you want to get out of it? Essentially.
So they asked me if we had it.
Yes.
I don't have it. But I have something really nasty, and I'm gonna give them this instead.
What do you
and
give
they're
them?
gonna like it. So I assume it's a body part, maybe a small piece of viscera rather that I have picked up from a previous physical engagement.
Look through your specimens and let me know if you have anything that sounds good to you. Because you do have some plant pieces and stuff.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they are off the top. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay, so maybe I'll give them something else and just go for a straight deceive. They don't have to get wrecked. Can I just give them a dagger, a small dagger?
I mean, you could. They won't believe it is the thing that they're looking for because they have to eat it. But they might believe.
Okay, can I give them a piece of myself? Let's just make it simple.
They're looking. They know what it looks like is the issue. You can convince them that what you're giving them has significance to their religion. That's fine. But they know it's not the root of the root mother that they're looking for.
Well, I'm just gonna stare back at Oshin and be like, "Never mind. I think I fucked up. Your turn."
If you want to give them the knife, they will consider it significant.
Will they consume it though?
They will not eat the knife, no.
No, not risking it.
I sell all my consumables to Stabby Tooth.
Yeah.
Oh, I have an idea. So I have a whisper called Grove of Twisted Trees.
Mm-hmm.
Could I possibly spend that whisper as a rumor about why they don't have the thing? About why they don't have, what is it, the bearer?
Yeah.
About why they don't have the bearer. However, we've been can I try to go in and try to do something with that whisper?
If you really want to, you can. But they will, if you ask them, tell you where he's supposed to be and what happened. That part can't happen. But you can use that whisper to make it a dark and twisted grove of trees if you want.
No, I'm gonna save the whisper for later. Because that seems like something that would be fun to combine with a map.
Yeah, whispers are more for when you guys are out there exploring. You want something cool to happen.
So they're looking for a root. That's the thing here.
They are looking for a specific kind of root. Yes.
Does it by chance have any resemblance to the baby inside of it?
Baby inside of you.
Because it was like a tree monster.
It is a
right?
tree monster, but it's in like a spherical thing.
Also have
it's like an
mushy.
egg.
The seed.
I have a mushy lumbo fruit also. If it happens to look like a mushy lumbo.
It does not.
Okay, it's worth asking.
I see what you guys are trying to do here.
Spiders? Like Gary's made out of like 6 million spiders. He could spare a handful, right? Let's just feed him spiders.
They're not. They're not. They're not hungry. They're not like looking for food. They won't just eat anything.
This head full of spiders.
But yes. So you're the bearer. The bearer was supposed to come back with the root from the grove.
Oh, that bearer.
Oh, no, that is correct. He swallowed the root and something amazing happened.
Yeah.
It's new life.
I flash these fools my tummy because I am translucent.
Yeah, they'll look at it. Oh, wow, congratulations.
It's truly a miracle when he had to consume the root.
It was quite disgusting to behold.
A miracle from the root mother herself.
So she is unnerved by all of this because of the role earlier. She's a little she has some kind of like hesitation towards your group. So you ate the root.
Yeah.
And now you're pregnant?
Yeah. By the root mother.
A miracle to behold.
And truly disgusting.
Man, I really don't know if they're buying this. I'll let one of you roll. Let one of you
I
roll.
can roll. I can roll.
All right, what are you rolling?
So I would like to use Veil and Flourish.
Okay.
Um,
Would you like to use any of your boons?
Yeah. I'm gonna use both of them.
Okay. Let's see. This could get interesting.
Too late.
Oh, behold, a miracle by the root mother herself.
So is that 4d6s? Is that
Yeah.
what that is?
That's 4d6s.
Oh, Sheen has been chosen by your god.
Double sixes. So,
And double threes. What's up with that?
yeah, you got double doubles and you got 2 sixes. So you do succeed, but with a twist. Oh, you have truly been blessed by the root mother. They believe you. They do believe that you've been blessed by the root mother. We must perform the sacrament at once. But we don't have any more of the root. You didn't save any, did you?
No, I was pretty hungry.
Well, we can try to make do without it, I suppose. You are blessed by the root mother. So this, you guys have an option here. You can go on this quest to get this root, or you can. They'll listen to you at this point. You guys have succeeded between the strong arming from Kevin and then the apparently amazing lying from Matt. They do believe that you are carrying some sort of magic tree baby. So,
Are you saying it's not already a magic tree baby? I mean, we saw its mom, dad, parental unit.
yeah,
Real?
That's fair.
One of us did indeed insert it into his body.
Oh man.
So the end result here, I'm having trouble with. What do you want to happen? Because you succeeded.
Or are we culting?
And you want to you can either become like their messiah technically, you could ride that train, or you can go on do the other thing. It's either way.
Gave us an army, Firefly.
I'm going, the Jesus route on this one.
Okay.
The Jesus route.
Oh, man. Oh, I'm so very
The
good.
loophole, you know. What I mean?
Unintentional puns are the best. So. You fuckers. Alright, so, all hail! For he has come! The chosen one, blessed by the root mother. Everyone will start cheering. We must celebrate and take care of the, what do you prefer? They'll say, to you, in regards to, like, your gender.
Oh, I'm a man.
Okay, the father to the Messiah! Yay! Everybody starts cheering. You'll notice some people are a little weary of this. Like, they're a little, not weary, wary. They're a little, they're like, huh, that's kind of creepy. Some people don't like it. It's a little too Mormon-y. I really need to stop mentioning Mormons on stream. But yes, you guys you guys get to do this party thing. You guys are going to have a party now. There's music, celebration. You guys get to go inside the temple. Everything in the temple is grown into place. All the benches are alive, kind of thing. All the walls are made. No, they're tree roots.
Ah, dang it.
But yeah, they start singing hymns and whatnot of Oshin, the father to the root mother. Yes, that is what is happening now.
That is amazing.
So while you're being worshipped, what are the other three of you guys doing? If anything, unless you're just hanging out with this whole thing.
I'm standing guard.
I just kind of want to sneak to the back and possibly, like, see if this place has any, like, actual secrets. I'm a curious child who likes to go into rooms where I'm not allowed.
Okay.
I will join. I also have a tendency to scurry into rooms where I don't belong.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand guard by Oshin and our only ticket out of this, and start trying to finagle a boat out of this scenario.
Well, if you've ever played a game with cults with me before, there's definitely a sex dungeon, so watch out. No, I'm just kidding. So
You're not kidding. It was the Nasty Boys Palace.
that was not the first time. The first time was Warhammer. But yeah, so Misha, Gary, you guys are exploring. You're sticking your noses where they don't belong. Go ahead and give me some sort of investigation check here. What dice do you want to roll here? Depending on what skills you choose, will change the results.
I would like to roll Veils and Outwit. And what I'm trying to do is keep us one step ahead of the guards patrol.
Okay, so you're trying to use that as like your stealth roll, essentially.
Correct. Yes, I'm going to use that to keep us in their, in their blind spot, in their window. So I think I'm going to pass the actual looting and finding and stuff off to Misha, and I'm going to handle more of like the hallway security, moving around from room to room for both of us.
Would you like to use any of your 4 boons? I count.
Jeez, 4.
Yeah, 2 people did it before, then a bunch of people came in and did it after. Happy birthday, Gary.
Thanks.
That's awesome.
So I think I'm rolling. I have Veils, I have 2 in Outwit, and I actually have, I think I have Stealth somewhere or something.
You can only use 1 skill.
Okay, that's right. Outwit, Veils. So 3d6. Oh, and then I added, I add 2 for my boons. So I rolled double 5s.
You did roll double 5s. So, this is a conflict with a twist. Conflict with a twist is, let me see here. A conflict on, what would I call this? It's not watch, recovery, acquisition. It's just a regular action result. Success with a drawback usually marks or clears a box. So, you're doing a good job. You are spotting the patrols, and you're keeping Misha out of danger. You're making sure that they are not coming. But you're about to get caught. And before you can, you instinctively shirk the skin.
Okay. Perfect.
Mark a box on shirk the skin.
Not a problem. And for anyone just joining in, Shirk the Skin, I'm a Celicry, which is a sentient colony of spiders. And I can just explode into a mass of moving spiders instead of being humanoid.
Trigger warning! Okay.
Hey!
I'd like to do it afterwards.
Trigger warnings are way funnier afterwards.
Oh, man.
Oh no!
Now I feel bad.
So your twist here is that when you do this, you're able to find like a breeze behind a wall kind of situation, which does aid whatever investigation Misha does conduct. That is your twist.
Okay, so in my mind, we just barely duck out of the guard's way. I almost get caught, explode into a mass of spiders, and then you see me crawl under a section of the wall where there is not a door.
Yes, that's good. I like that. Deadpool, bruh. You don't like spiders, Deadpool? Oh, that's funny. But yeah, Misha,
All right.
you are free. You have not been caught by the guards. Your Zelicry friend has kept you out of harm's way. And you do see some of his spiders go underneath a wall in a strange place.
Interesting. I'm gonna see if I can test out that wall to see if it's like a secret false wall, false door situation.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and give me some sort of investigation check here. It would probably be, I would say, sharps, or potentially instinct, if you would like.
I do not have either of those. I do have detection, sense, and scry.
So detection will work.
Applicable.
Yeah, detection definitely works.
Yeah, we'll have 2 in sense.
Yeah, sense. Yeah, sense works. Do you have an edge that would be applicable, you think?
I have grace.
That's the
Or
only.
tide.
You should have 3.
Oh, I have 3, but the last one's teeth, and I don't think biting things is gonna help me find books.
That's fair. Tides is exploration and learning and lore. So, you can use tides, and because you're using that specifically, the way you accomplish the task is different than had you use something else. So you use tides, you use sense, so that's 3 dice. Would you like to use any of your boons you have sitting?
Not yet.
Okay. You have 3.
Also, did I just get another one?
As far as I know, you have 3. Oh, you just got another one. Yeah, you have 4 now.
Alright, so that
Thanks,
is...
Vampire Bites.
Maybe I should have... Can I use a boon now, or nah?
I'll allow it. Because, I mean,
Alright,
they're boons. They're supposed to be powerful, and the audience has that power to give it to you, so.
Yeah, I will roll another 2 from my pool of 4.
I'm also accruing these as well, which is exciting. I can't wait to cut one of you down to 1 dice. Yeah, there you go. So you got a 6, you got double 2s, so you succeed with a twist. So because you're using tides, you're using this exploration and like lore that you are. It just comes easy to you. You understand these kinds of things, and you're looking at this wall that he crawled under. You see, it is a. It's like a bas relief into the wall, but it was grown. It was grown into that shape like everything else in this place. And as you're looking at it, you can see the story of the Root Mother raising the world that we know today up from the bottom, and these people worshiping the coming of a new being. Which is apparently the Messiah that Matthew is carrying. As you're looking at this, something is out of place. You notice one of the worshippers is facing the wrong direction. And that's strange. So you investigate and you fix it. And then it doesn't open up a secret wall. The branches move apart.
Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot.
I'm glad. And behind the door is an ominous passage.
Yeah.
From the Bible. No, I'm just kidding.
Sarast, you there?
I will reform back into my semi-humanoid dripping spider state. Yes, I'm sorry. I got spooked and ran for the closest place to hide. I am, however, ready to forge on if you are.
Yeah, I think you found the secret passage. That's cool. Do you think
I'm
if I
glad-
tried hard enough, I could also explode into a giant mass of spiders that could sneak into really small places that I could use to ambush my enemies?
Yes, quite. Many of my younger days were spent ambushing enemies. I've ambushed so many that I've lost count. I've ambushed so many that I couldn't even tell you how many it was.
So as you guys enter this passageway,
So high, it is now simply incomprehensible.
we will cut to our Mothran friend. Wilson Ors.
Almost had him.
Now, I have it written down, and I refuse to try to say it unless I'm looking at it, because I cannot say your name. It fucks me up every time.
I am cutting your dice down in real life.
I have absolutely no idea what's behind this name that makes it so terrible.
It's an author, except he switched the letters around, and so it fucks with my dyslexia.
Why don't you tell her what the author's name is, John?
Oh.
Why don't you tell her a couple times what his name is?
What your name is, or what the author's name is?
What the author's name is? Yeah, get it.
Orson
good.
Welles.
Yeah, a couple more times. Make sure she got it.
Orson Welles.
Yeah, make sure
Yeah,
you
what's
get
my
it.
name?
Is he gonna show up?
No, get it really stuck on your tongue. That's what's happening here. Say it again.
Orson Welles.
Get real comfortable saying Orson Welles, okay?
Oh, so that I fuck up Wilson Ors?
Oh, he's on top of it. He's flexing.
I'm getting it. Nah, it just messes with my particular brain impairment. Hi, Jenny.
Yeah,
Oh,
mine
that makes
too,
me feel
John.
fucking bad, dude. Don't say shit like that.
I'm right there. It also confuses me, and I wonder what Kevin's what's going on in his brain that it's even a thing that he can say.
Oh wait, we got cheered some bits for Gary's birthday. Happy birthday, Gary!
Happy birthday! Thank you.
From
Thank
Jenny.
you, everybody. Oh, thank you, Jenny.
But yeah, so we're back to Wilson Ors. What were you up to, friend, specifically? I knew you were saying something about a ship, but I'm curious as to your methods and your goal.
So, the goal is to add a smaller ship to our fleet, or so to speak. Instead of building I don't remember what they were referred to, Outlanders or something.
An outrider.
Outrider, sorry. Instead of building some Outriders, I figured, well, might as well try to snag one of those ships that we saw when we were pulling in. And now that we have access to sort of a cultastic tithing basket, I figured, why not, right? So I'd like to get a smaller ship, or several, to add to our fleet that can either attach to our ship, sit in the junkyard somewhere, or could actually be piloted by an NPC or four. If we needed to. I don't really understand the mechanics behind it, but we can figure it out.
So a lot of it is very open to, narrative choice. The rules aren't very constraining, so you could pretty much have it the way you want. The real things I need to know are kind of what you're looking for. Are you looking for, like, how small? Because you have the Outrider ship that is very small. It's like a 1 to 2 person seater that Misha was piloting.
Yeah, I want the step up from that, like the tier 2.
You could have like a very small like ship that could crew like 4 or 5. It is an actual like full-fledged Wildsea ship. As you could have it as a support ship, or you could have it as some sort of like marauder backup that you have or something. It's really
ideally,
whatever you want.
Like down the line, I would like to use it on the like those passages where we can like tell a story while we travel and have like a cutscene. I'd like to spend that time building, kind of outfitting the ship to be like more like a submersible, but in terms of trees, so we can get down to these deeper sections that have more crazy shit.
Yeah. Technically, your ship can, but without seals.
Smaller and easier to maneuver because when we went down to those colossal things, there was all those small tunnels. So I figured a smaller ship might.
Something that small might go under the notice of a Leviathan. You are right. So yeah, you go, I assume, to the port.
Well, the idea is that I figured we're in a room full of people because I'm initially standing guard on Oshin because there was some dissenters and I want to make sure that the shit don't pop off and I don't miss it. So I'm going to stand guard, but try to finagle it out of some people by conversation, talking to them about their lives, their jobs, and what kind of boat they have for the Wildsea and what they think is best. So I can try to feel it out to see which one I want to snag.
And you're talking about, so you are casing potential boat theft.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah. Let me see how well you do. This will be a roll. It's kind of lying, but it's knowledge-based lying. So any combination of edges and skills that you feel would be applicable to that. You could also use maybe your navigate ability I would allow because you know ships.
Yeah, I definitely wanted to throw some navigation knowledge in there. I also have a drive that allows me to, quote, solve baffling problems with style. I don't know if this necessarily qualifies, but I'll leave that up to you.
I don't think this is a baffling problem.
Flashy and have them drop the keys to the yacht.
The baffling problem might be how you steal it, but yeah. Cool. So if you have tides or veils, those would both be good.
Yeah, I'm gonna go veils. And I guess outwit.
How many you got in outwit?
1.
Okay, so you got 2 dice. You also have your many boons.
And I'm tempted to try and use. No. Yeah, I'll just go with 2, and then I'll use a boon. So.
Okay, you got 3 dice.
3 of them. Double ones. That's hot.
Someone got booned again. Oh, Kevin, you got booned again. So you have yet another one. Lots of boons tonight. I like it. Hell yeah.
Floating around. Birthday boons.
So yeah, you got conflict with a twist. So people are, as you are doing this, you're talking to lots of different people. There are all cast of people here. There are Ardents, there are Ectus, who are the cactus people. There are none of Match people or your people. But you will notice there are a couple Zealocry, and then there is very few, but a few of the mushroom people here. As you are investigating, talking to them, trying to get them to give away information about what ship you could steal, you do come across some useful information, but maybe not what you were looking for. You kind of accidentally, while you're trying to, be on the DL, trying to be smooth, insinuate that you might be interested in also taking out this false prophet. Because you're just trying to go with the flow, and you accidentally wander into a conversation about how, he cannot possibly bear the child of the root mother. So that's the twist for you. You do succeed in finding information. It's just not exactly what you were looking for.
I watched it happen. It was disgusting.
It is disgusting. An outsider who knows nothing of our ways cannot possibly bear the child of the root mother.
Well, that's a good point. You are a sharp bunch, I'll give you that much.
Can I just... I don't want to debo it, but I kind of just want to fight these guys because they suck.
You can absolutely just bust out combat.
Some shit pop off, dude.
Alright.
You can't talk about the Prophet Messiah that way. Howdy hey, how's your day?
And I'm going to just start swinging.
How loudly do you say that?
Oh, I full chimp out. I'm beating on the chest. I'm screaming with the lungs.
Okay.
I go full on, dude.
All right. So this gets the attention of some of the faithful, and you do start a division in the temple. People choose sides, and there is a holy free-for-all that erupts. What is your first step in this? What is your... so this... I want you
Shouting,
guys...
kill the blasphemers.
I want you guys to think of it not as, typical creature combats where you're like, I gotta kill 1,000 goblins. You need to contribute to the success of your side through tactics, potentially fighting, and lots of other stuff. Every time you do so, I shall mark off the boxes in this conflict that I have secretly written about. Just reminding people how this game works. It is very narrative. So, what are you doing to conduct yourself here, sir?
I got you on this, dude. Those dissenters, they're F-worded. Right? So,
Yeah.
if Oshin, the wondrous father mother, wants to back me up on this, I was given, as well as Oshin, a minor milestone called the Gift of Light. And I think we can use it to prove to our faithful that we are for real, and it will send them into a frenzy, and they will slaughter the other group.
Okay.
Funny slaughter, yeah.
Yeah.
Silly bastards.
So So how are you trying to prove this?
We're gonna use the minor milestone, or I'm going to anyway, miracle of life, and I wanna, I don't know, rub on the gut a little bit, see if something happens, see if it glows or some shit. I don't know.
You want to use your milestone for this. That's fine, you can. So, milestones are kind of like for leveling up and stuff, but if you want to burn experience to make something happen here, I'm not against it.
What if
Your
he
phrasing
doesn't-
causes some hesitation.
Yeah, what if he doesn't burn the milestone now? What's the... Why would he keep it, I guess, is our next question.
Because when you accrue enough of them, you can, that's how you create aspects and upgrade skills, that kind of stuff. That's how you level up, essentially. Oh, hey, thanks for the follow. Brief Fear Games.
Yes, thank you.
But you're totally welcome to do whatever you want. Like, it's just a single milestone. It's a minor milestone. You do what you want, and I'm along for the ride, buddy. I'm here for you. Whatever you need.
Yeah, we need to move hard, we need to move fast, and we need to let them know that we are the real deal, or else we're not getting a fucking ship, and we're not getting their trust for an extended period of time. We need to kill the heretics, and I'm going to burn my experience to do so. Chaos ensues.
So essentially, you're using this miracle of life. You do actually have some level of faith in this thing that you guys made up, which is excellent. You're drinking your own Kool-Aid. Matt's belly begins to glow. Thanks for the cheer. Thank you so much. We appreciate it a lot.
Thanks, dude.
That's awesome.
That's hilarious.
No, it's been a great stream. But yeah, his stomach starts to glow. And the faithful in the temple, it's a sign! We must end the heretics! And then they're like, yeah, end the heretics! So, I'm just going to go ahead and mark off some boxes without you having to roll.
Hot.
Nice.
So you do whip them up into a frenzy. So they are... you have frenzied, devout followers that you just performed a miracle in front of. And like every turn in this session just makes me this much more uncomfortable. Organized religion, man. It's scary. So yeah, you guys, this happens in front of you, Oshin. Your stomach starts to glow. Misha and Gary, you guys are in a secret passageway.
Right, time to investigate the root cult.
Yes, we'll swivel back over to you guys.
The
Can we...
Kava cult with K's.
Oh, no.
Oh no!
Can we just barely hear, like, the ruckus in the distance?
You can hear something.
Oh no, it seems like the heretics have been caught. Surely they are destined to die. For the stars foretold their deaths this day. We should push on without them.
Wait. Wait, so you're saying... So you're saying there actually is like a baby god inside of Oshin?
Yes, I would say that it's likely that the baby god has ripped from his insides and killed everyone in the room, including our friends. Our best bet may be to continue downwards and see what treasures lie below.
Oh no, that sounds concerning. Well, it'll be bigger by the time I get back, and then I'll beat it up.
Oh God. Do you guys press on or do you go back?
Yeah, we're gonna press on.
Press on!
Yep. I just wanted to make sure that I'm still doing my rogue doomsayer character quality of always saying that my teammates are gonna die and we don't need them.
No, that's excellent. Oh yeah. So go ahead. You gain your minor milestone for the session. I'll call it "Say It Ain't So." I hope you like it.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you get them. It's just doing stuff. But yes, so that, for the record, for anyone watching, that's how you level up. Boom. You did a cool roleplay thing or a cool action. Here's a milestone. You can use it later to gain some skills. But yes, you guys go down this this woven passageway made out of branches and roots. It's very tightly packed in here, and it's very small. It's obviously... and it seems to be an intentionally grown secret passage in these trees. And eventually you come out to this strange little room. It's not very big. There is a little... it's a tree, and it comes up, and then it goes like this, like it goes long ways like a table, and then it starts going up again. In the table part, there is a recess full of water. Crystal clear water, and then from the tree hangs fruit.
Ooh.
This
Can
looks
I try
like
to-
it must be water.
And that looks like fruit. I wonder if Stabby Tooth would like it. Can I pick some of the fruit?
Sorry, the chat's pretty funny right now. You can, yeah. If you want to. So this is going to be... So this is a thing. This is an attempt to gather a resource. So you have to make a acquisition check, which is just like any other roll. How are you acquiring this fruit? Are you savagely ripping it off? Are you...
I'm gonna say grace. I'm gonna use
Gracefully, okay.
potion,
Good.
grace and I guess scavenge.
I will allow scavenge, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll allow scavenge.
Unless I'm like just straight up breaking a branch off of this tree and just taking the whole branch of fruit with me.
That's entirely up to you.
Yes, while you're up there, make sure you get enough fruit for everyone.
Can I just break it? Can I just take the whole fucking thing?
Yes.
I'm going to use my
There's
3 break as well as teeth.
There's no one here to stop you, so yes. That we have a request to dig up the tree.
Yes, Mercer, I'll dig up the tree just for you.
Dadpool said, by the way, Bree, Gary is a massive lump of sentient spiders. And Bree said, I will die for Gary now. Chop it down. We have some people that want to see this happen. Go ahead and make that roll.
All right.
You have 4
so
dice. You also have a shit ton of boons.
Yeah, so I've got 3 in break, and I'm also gonna use my my teeth. English is a language. And do I waste 2 more boons on it? Do I get myself excessive?
It's entirely up to you.
Jahan, what's the maximum you're allowed to roll? Is it 6?
Yes.
Okay.
Hi, Kevin.
You're at 4
I'm
right
ready,
now.
Gary.
You know what? I'm just gonna go. No, I think 4 is enough. I can't get greedy.
You can get greedy.
You can get greedy.
definitely
Yeah,
it's
getting
my
greedy.
birthday.
Yeah, go for it.
Get
Yeah.
greedy. Get greedy for
Oh,
Gary's
there's
birthday.
Get greedy, get greasy.
Oh, it's saying
Okay.
greedy.
We want
Greasy Gary.
this, and we don't want it to go bad for us, as we are desecrating a religious site.
Don't let the chat down. Don't let the chat down.
I'm glad you're aware of what you're doing.
The rest of my boons, rolling 66. I typed that wrong. Wow. The tension is mounting. There's 1 6 in there.
That's all you need. You only need 1 6 with a twist. So add to your specimens. We'll call it the Forbidden Branch.
Oh, I like the name of that.
And it does have fruit on it as well. But it's all like one thing.
If you don't mind, I would quite like to have a bite of that fruit.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, here you go.
So when there is a twist, that means typically that something interesting happens. In this case, the branch seems intact. And you might be able to transplant it if you wanted to grow it on your ship or something. It is a significant item.
That's awesome.
sick. That's
I'm
awesome.
going to tag significant replantable.
Yeah, you can add tags to it.
I have a mire, Jahan, for a ravishing hunger for exotic foods.
So you either eat a fruit immediately.
Yeah.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah, I give you one of the fruits.
Yeah, you eat it. It is delicious. It is the most delicious fruit you've ever had, for sure.
This is absolutely delectable. I'm very pleased you were able to bring the entire branch. Our crew will be quite happy with the results of our findings today.
Yeah, I think we could plant it.
Perhaps we should head back upstairs and bring their bodies back to the SS Buddy junkyard.
An unintended consequence of eating the fruit, you do start to gain shared knowledge in this religion from the past tenders of the tree. So you start to learn about this religion.
Do I actually happen to learn anything about the ancient history of the Selachrai?
Like, of the Zelachrai?
That's one of my drives, is to uncover the ancient secrets of Selachrai forefathers. And so maybe this just happens to coincide a little bit. I don't know. It's up to you.
No, I like it. So, yeah, you will see one of these fruits being handed to an ardent by a writhing mass of insects. But this mass of insects isn't spiders or what are they called? Centipedes, millipedes, nothing like that. It is a lot of different bugs, which is something you haven't seen before. It is a Zelachrai of many kinds of insects.
All right.
It is definitely a very, like, like vision of Satan kind of thing. So there you go. Yeah, you learned a little bit about, potentially about Zelachrai history. The corruptors of the Ardent. Not all of you, obviously, but just the one. We'll call him the Nameless. There you go. I like it. I'm going to write that down.
I should name
But
every
isn't that
single one of
his
my
name?
items when I run the game.
Don't start with me, Kevin. Don't you
Bring it on, Firefly.
start with me.
My character's gonna break the fourth wall at some point during the 6th episode, look directly at you, and throw something.
You just eat something. You just find a firefly.
We'll have to try and set something. Oh,
On
man.
and on in universe. You put it into a catapult.
There you go.
Shoot a Firefly at the Firefly? That'd be sick.
So you guys totally thrashed this temple. It's not a good thing you did. You didn't do a good thing. That wasn't a hero action. But you did it.
We've shown them a new reason to believe in their religion we've given them a new thing to be reinvigorated about. There's a possibility that this religion has been just kind of stale, just kind of lacking, just kind of boring for forever.
There's also a possibility.
We can spice it up. We can teach
Hell
them.
yeah.
There's also a possibility that the seed just becomes digested by Ocean, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So back outside in the dogma fight to end all fights. You guys have started a holy war out here. It's still happening. Oshin, I would like you to let me know what you're doing.
You're watching us, dude.
I'm calling the shots.
Man.
Yeah, like
there are two people protecting you. The original Ardent that you were speaking to, she's an older woman. She has nice tight braided hair, and she has these interesting like bark like beads holding the braids together. And then it's the Ectus. He's a big tall cactus man. And he's holding a sharpened wooden spear.
And am I still nearby to protect and defend?
You absolutely. You're still in the room, yeah, for sure.
Cool. So I'm not gonna fight because if I show them that I'm willing to like lift a finger, then they're gonna ask me to do a bunch of stuff, and I'd rather them do stuff for me. So I'm not fighting. But I'll shout something. I'll be like, praise the child God, and slaughter the blasphemers, right? Like I'll shout stuff like that.
When I planned this session, I did not. I planned some of it. I did have something. I did not plan this part. You guys are monsters. But yes, please give me a roll here.
In between shouts, he's going to be shouting these things, and you're going to hear a call and response, and I'm going to be like, okay, all right. From across the room.
Okay, all right. We're going to win the fight. Okay. Yeah. What edge are you using for this moment of inspiration? I would say you could use iron. You could even use grace for like elegance of speech. Sharps for planning tactics, that kind of thing.
I'm thinking grace and flourish to cause a rousing
performance art. Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead. How many do you got in flourish?
2.
Yeah, roll 3. Add any dice that you would like to add, sir.
2 4s.
Alrighty, so this is conflict. Conflict means that you do succeed to a point, so you do get to check off some of these boxes on what I'm calling the Temple War track. You do get to check off a box there, but it is conflict, which means that you succeed, but at a price. While you are killing and defeating people, they are pushing your followers back towards the altar, back towards you. Get the usurper. He's not a true believer, they'll be saying. Mothrin, my Mothrin friend. What are you doing? Welson Oars.
Not this time.
So close.
Next time.
I think I can say it now. I'm happy.
Did you say people are going for Oshin?
Yeah, they're pushing your entire collective group back towards the raised diocese of the temple.
Yeah, that's not going to work. So I'm going to freak. What is there anything? What does this temple look like on the inside?
So the area that you're in, it's very tall, cathedral-esque. Everything's made out of these purposely grown, woven roots that go up, and it is like steeple style. It meets up at the top. If you open it up, here's all the people, and there are the ingrown pews throughout.
to you.
Yeah, ingrown pews doesn't sound very pleasant. It's true.
Yeah,
But
my
yeah,
nickname in high school was Ingrown Pews, and nobody wanted to hang out with me.
and then there is also like the raised balcony. Everything is made out of these continuous roots, though.
Okay. You know, I'm gonna.
The Kevin freeze.
Yes.
What timing? On that note, it is time for us to take our break anyways. So, while Kevin unfreezes from his tortured past or whatever's going on there, we are going to go ahead and take our 5-minute break, get some water, that kind of thing. And we will see you when we return. Hey everybody, welcome back from the break. We are playing Wildsea for Felix Isaacs. I'm still Johananon, and I would like to start off by saying thank you, Toyzilla Network, for the raid.
Hey, I'm Casualty CDG. I'm the co-host of Fresh Out the Box. You can find me at Casualty CDG on all of my social medias. Also, if you like podcasts and you like streaming shows like Peacemaker and Book of Boba, well, then maybe, just maybe, you should check out our podcast, Fresh Out the Podcast, where all podcasts are available now. It's Thursday, and that means I'll be reprising my role as Rust. I am one of the Doom Speakers and Star Seers aboard the USS Buddy Junkyard.
And hey, folks, I'm Matt Murphy, but tonight I'm playing Oshin, the vessel of the baby god.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Thank you for the raid. I am Kevin, still here, playing
Wilson Oars, and I'm a Mothrin. Really been here for I'd say about fucking forever and a half. I've repupated so many times I really can't keep it straight anymore. But just here to cause some trouble and take some ships.
And I'm Misha Siegel. You can also find me at Misha Siegel on Twitter. And tonight I'm going to be playing I'm not Kian. I'm only 10 years old and I'm going to catch them all. And if you like what you see from me tonight, you can also find me on the podcast Dice Carnival.
Excellent. Yes, Dice Carnival is fantastic. Thank you so much for the raid, Toyzilla. Hey, Avenger Penguin. Also, I'd like to reiterate, happy birthday, Gary. In case you guys didn't know, it is my co-host's birthday. He is an even older man now.
Yeah, it's weird because yesterday I wasn't as old as I am today when you think about it, but then that's true for everybody, so I'm not special.
Whoa, man. That's deep, man.
Whoa, man. We're like all older today.
Yeah, anyways, it's 33, and that's cool because that's like 11 three times, and everybody likes 11.
Yeah, triple 11. Yeah, look at that.
That's
Just a whole bunch of kids, dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm actually, a lot of people don't know this about me. I am 3 11-year-olds stacked on top of each other's shoulders with a fake beard.
I always knew that about you, Gary.
I help him launder it. I know it's fake. We have to launder it. It has to be dry cleaned.
But yeah, so where we left off, you guys were starting a holy war with the figurehead of Matthew's character, Oshin, who is pregnant via plant monster. You achieve this by shoving a plant monster egg inside your jelly body, and now you've demanded worship. Through several convincing rolls, you guys have started a fracture in this once peaceful church of of root-eating drug doers. They were hippies, but now they are bloodthirsty crusaders. So, where we last left off, our Mothrin friend, Wilson Oars, was about to deliver some sort of speech or something, but got cut off.
No, not quite. So I have 3 points in the cook skill, and we're going to take this opportunity to cook something that blows up. It does say that I can use it for edibles as well as explosive devices and things of that nature. So I'm going to make an explosive device because the heretics are pushing towards the altar, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
So I want to use... I'm going to go with iron. Do iron and then the 3 in cook.
So you use iron. Would you like to combine this iron with something? Do you have something that you could add to that?
I have teeth.
Oh, you're talking about your edges. My bad.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Do you have any, what do you call them? Scavenge or specimens that you could potentially fashion into an explosive device?
I do, but I don't have it populated on my character sheet.
Right.
I lost some stuff in between this time and last time. I need to repopulate it, so maybe not a good time for it. Well,
I feel like... Well, you definitely have something. I believe... Was he one of the ones that got one of the power sources from the golems?
I was not. I don't believe.
Well,
I'm not holding one for sure.
I think I'm just going to do it old-fashioned then. I don't want to overcomplicate it. I'll just jump in and start swinging on them.
No, you can totally make it explosive. I just wanted to know. Go ahead and make that cook check.
Got a cook check. Great.
I was going to give you a chance to like make it more potent, essentially. But
So I'm looking at, what, 4?
yeah, sounds like 4.
Cute. Double sixes.
Double sixes. Success with a twist. So this twist is going to be, since you do not have any, you pull some junk out of your pockets, and you're like, probably shouldn't mix these, and you throw it into the crowd, which is kind of fucked up when you stop and think about it for a second. But yeah,
how's your fucking day?
it does go off, and it causes panic and some dismemberment. Something lands within your reach. A piece of this temple, one of the writhing roots. Add a specimen writhing root to your specimen sheet as your twist. There, now you do have some specimens.
What if you combine the writhing root with the forbidden branch?
Something nasty's going to happen.
Yes.
Good.
But you did mark off some more of this Temple War track, and you sowed some discord. The two of you that are not here at present, you guys come around the corner out of this. It wasn't like a long passageway or anything, but you come out of it on this balcony. You're looking down at utter chaos, and you hear this as your Mothrin friend throws an explosive into a crowd of people.
Oh, they're not dead yet! And they're fighting! I'm gonna jump right in on it.
Okay, yeah. No, you run in to go fight. Go ahead and give me some sort of teeth fighting check here.
Yeah, so I'm kind of gonna assess the situation. I'm going to assess the situation. I guess would it be easy for me to tell kind of where the blast is coming from or what direction it's sort of going in?
Yeah, it went into you saw your Mothrin friend, it seems like your Mothrin friend did it. And it's like right in the middle of all of them. It caused a lot of confusion. People are starting to run around. Gary, you had a question?
Yeah, just for setting the visual of the scene since we came back from break, Misha, does your character still have a huge stick with like fruit on it?
I
shooting out of
imagine
your backpack?
I kind of put it in like my little backpack.
So you have the top of a holy tree in a secret cult room sticking out of your backpack, yes.
Yes.
I just think that we need not lose this. I think this is even better.
Yeah.
I think we
It
just
gets
turn the
better
stakes
by
up.
the second.
I'm imagining that because of the blast, there's like a couple of vines from the top of this temple,
Yeah.
which have like kind of come down. So and we're kind of coming from. I'm gonna say I'm gonna rear myself up so that I can swing above this crowd and give them one of my thunder blasts from above.
Absolutely.
A holy tree from my backpack.
Yeah, go ahead and give me
Don't get the believers,
The
please.
real monster is heresy.
yeah, give me a teeth checks here. I'll give you an advantage dice because I haven't done that all night. So that's 2 off the bat, and if you have an applicable skill, you can add that as well.
So in my combat, I have strike and hex. So whichever one of those.
Strike would work great.
Cool. So that's 3d6.
3d6.
Please roll good. Please, yeah!
Excellent. So that's a success. No twist. With your advantage, you come crashing down. You force these poor people to kind of like some of them give up. Some of them straight up quit. It's just getting to be too much for them. No, you can't let them win. They will destroy everything we've worked for. One guy, the apparent leader of this pack of dissidents, is shouting. Zelicry, my main man, is your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk out. I'm gonna be a little more nonchalant than she was. I'm not gonna guns blazing yet. I'm gonna walk in. I'm going to look at Oshin, and I'm going to say,
I am assistant to the bearer, and the bearer of the child must also be the bearer of the fruit.
and then I put my hand out towards Misha's character, like I'm trying to instill faith in the people fighting that we have the prodigal son and we have the tree now, so we must be the good guys.
Give me a roll.
Veil's outwit.
Yeah, that's fine.
And so I have Veil's 1, I have Outwit 2 that makes 3 dice, and I'll add 2 boons for 5 altogether.
Ooh.
Sounds good.
I rolled double 5s.
As conflict with a twist. Alrighty, so as you're looking around, as you're saying this, you start to notice some stuff about this temple. The explosion started it. But you can see the vines that are grabbing the walls and stuff. You thought that all the walls were made of vines. But you can see stone underneath them as they start to peel away, almost seemingly in fear of what's going on. The kind of the wall, the roots start to recede, and they reveal stone walls of an ancient stone temple. And as you offer up this fruit to Oshin, what do you do with this fruit?
So I have a fruit, right? No.
Yeah, he's giving you one of the trees from the forbidden, one of the fruits from the forbidden tree. Yes.
I'm going to cut it up into tiny pieces and try to give it to all the people that are fighting.
Okay.
For us.
For you. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I don't even know if you need to roll.
Yeah.
So yeah, you use the fruit. You give it to your believers. They're already eating out of the palm of your hand, and now they're doing it literally. It gives you what you need. So they, with this new fruit, this holy sacrament given to them by their Messiah, they are able to subdue their persecutors, and then they start, all hail the Messiah.
It's just like that Space Jam movie where
It's
they
got
gave
real
him water.
weird. Where they gave him water?
Yeah, and they gave him water and they thought it was like super juice and they beat the monster.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, kinda. Except the fruit is actually magic.
Damn.
Everyone's flying now. They all have superpowers. Yeah. So, holy sack of mint. Yes, Imagery Penguin. The fight is over now. You guys did quell this whole issue.
Considering this religion, they might have a holy sack of mint.
They might have a holy sack of mint. That's fair. It is a plant.
After it's well done and over, I'm gonna shoot one more heretic.
Oh, I'm sorry. No one told me the fight was over.
What are your Myers?
That's a great question. Clumps of spiders fall off.
Okay.
A ravaging hunger for exotic food, and I have reforged ammo, so sometimes my bullets misfire.
Mark the spider clump as this inhumane act sort of shirks some of your spiders of their sentience, and they go feral as they leave your body.
I'm sorry. No one told me the fight had come to an end.
A visual of you losing a piece of humanity. But yeah. So you guys did succeed in.
Woo!
Yeah, you did it. I will give fucking Matt gain the milestone bearer of fruit. Because that's funny. Minor milestone. Misha, you can gain the minor milestone Thunder God, because that was pretty on brand. And then Mr. Mothrin. Oh my. I will give you the minor milestone, Sower of Chaos.
Yeah, that means we're going to have to read it later.
For those of you watching, that is the XP system of this. Is when people do interesting or cool things, you give them a milestone, and they can spend it later. Yeah, what's your next step here, guys? Because man, oh man, I would try to guess, but I've been wrong so far.
We have a ship to get and also some trading to do.
Mm.
Yeah, so I'm curious as to like roughly how many survivors there are that are pro.
Most of the people didn't die. Like it was a lot of not knockouts and that kind of thing. There were a few fatalities. It got pretty vicious there. There was a bomb at one point. But for the most part, everyone's alive, but a lot of people are hurt.
It took like 25 minutes for our holy war to turn to bombing.
Yes.
Man,
Don't think I didn't notice.
good job, us.
It also took an afternoon for there to be a holy war.
Yeah, I hope we all feel good about what we did here today.
I honestly do hope you feel good. It was awesome.
Just pulled up in this city.
Like, I couldn't make that shit up. That was crazy. Yeah, you guys just got here, found this religion, and took it over. Yeah. I'm gonna ask.
I'm curious as to the survivors because I want to try to essentially see who's got a boat, and then everybody forms crew. We form crews of the remaining people on 2 different boats, and we add them to our fleet.
You want to try and convince them to join?
Yes, this religion has sat stagnant on this spit for too long. It is righteous of you to come aboard and spread your message. We carry the tree of life, and of course, your child, the bearer of the child, rides along with us on the USS Buddy Junkyard.
Who's making the roll to convince these poor people to come join your crusade across the treetop?
I think at this point we might start being in a form of pirates. Are we pirates?
Mm-hmm.
You're definitely not pirates.
I'll make the roll. May I use grace and outwit?
Yeah.
Okay, that gives me 3, and then I'll use 2 more of my boons for a 5Z.
5 CMT.
I've rolled a 6 and no doubles.
That's a success. So what you do, essentially, you do convince some of them to go with you. You guys gain... Let me see here. Let me find your sheet.
The ship.
I mean, so you can try to find, like... I'm sure one of them has a boat if you like. You do get... What are they called? They're not outriders. What are the NPCs called? Like your stargazers?
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. I'll have to look at the name, but they're like extras.
Yeah. You get.
Is it a fitting
like a
or
squad?
under?
Is that what the name of it was?
Undercrew, yeah.
Or gang?
Yeah, or gang. You guys gain the undercrew. What do you guys want to call these people? The root gnars or something? It's up to you.
Matt, those are Matt's subservience.
They are Matt's like attendees. What do you want to call your people?
The Roots disciples.
Ooh, I like that.
Mhm.
All right, you guys now have another gang of people that work in your little fleet here. Roots Disciples added to your ship sheet. So they can do various things. They are particularly good at like horticulture and that kind of thing. Yeah. What kind of ship do you want, Kevin? What kind of ship do you want them to have, you think?
I mean, the smaller the better. I think that second tier is what I'm shooting for. And obviously it would be something that's sort of made out of probably really old hardwood or something. Like maybe it was passed down. Maybe it used to be an actual boat and it was converted or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll give them one of those. It's a small wood ship, and it'll be powered by one of those pitcher plants. And it will drive through on. Like probably just grapple. I feel like grapplers are cool, huh?
That would be good for traversing the underworld. So yeah, I'm down for that because there's more room down there and we could swing around like nut jobs.
Yeah,
How many does it hold?
It's a small
like a stealth ship because it blends in.
Yeah, it's made out of hardwood, and it is a smaller ship. It can be crewed by 4, but you could fit more people on there. As like if you wanted to count them as like just if you didn't have a lot of stuff on board. If you're full up on cargo and stuff, you can't fit like more than 4 people. But if you're unladen, you could hide a bunch of people. Yeah.
We'll take like half the crew and then we'll pick up treasure and have to leave half of them there. It's not a big deal.
So fucked up. But yeah, many of them do stay to attend to the home church. But they do wish you all the best. So you guys uprooted all these poor people. What else would you like to do while you're here?
I like to go shopping.
Okay.
So I have an ornate object that on my sheet I marked as a statuette. So like an old statue, like some star god or something.
Yes.
And I'd like to go into town and I'd like to find somebody to trade it for like some charts or maybe some interesting information. I want to see if I could possibly track down the greatest some story of like the greatest storm that ever was.
Greatest storm that ever was.
One of my drives is to communicate with the living storm on equal terms.
Gotcha. I don't even know if you need to roll for buying stuff. Probably not. So, you do have this statuette, and I recall I told you to mark down that it's ornate, which means that it is worth more. And you're looking for like charts and potentially whispers that can possibly lead you to something storm related.
Mm-hmm.
And you can do that pretty easily. You can take it to the library. It is a nice statue. And then they would be happy to part with something.
Cool.
So you want a chart, right?
Do you think anyone at the library would be able to fix my cracked arcane power sword?
Maybe. Go ahead and give me a tides check.
Cool.
Or something else applicable to finding a person that could possibly fix this thing for you.
So, I have tides and charm.
Yeah, that could work.
Alright, so how many d6 is that? 3?
What's your charm? Is your charm 2?
My charm is 1.
Then it's 2 dice.
Cool.
Boom.
Four.
A 4. A 4 is a conflict. So, you do, before that happens, you do manage to trade this statue in for a chart. We will call the chart. What do I want to call the chart? Drawing a blank. The... It'll be... Man, I don't know. It could be a... I don't want to just make it like a scroll or something. What?
I didn't say anything.
There is... I saw one earlier that was for a brass scroll made out of metal. I feel like that's pretty cool. And that could have to do with the storm.
I'm just gonna put it down as Storm Scroll.
Yeah, storm scroll's fine.
Yo, what if we combined the Whisper Immune Fuel with the chart Storm Scroll? How badass would that be?
Something crazy could happen, yeah.
You have no idea. Before we started playing today, I told my wife I wonder if we could sail to the moon in this game on a tree branch. And then you say moon fuel, so now I know that we can, and that's all I needed to know.
Yeah, that was a whisper I got in my first game.
Yep. Now that I know that we can sail to the moon, I'm pretty excited.
Oh god, what are you guys doing to me? Yeah, you could potentially go anywhere. Yes, but so your complication, you are looking for someone to fix this device.
Yes.
Instead, you find someone who's very interested in this device.
Oh. So, you like it?
Yeah. Yeah, I like it. Let me see it.
You're not gonna steal it, right?
I think I can fix it for you.
Is there equivalent of insight in this game?
Yeah.
'Cause I feel like there's people on this place who would steal from a child.
Yeah, you can do instinct, you can do sharps.
I have, yeah, I've got Grace, Teeth, and Tides.
Grace, teeth, and tides. Well, none of those help you. You could, but if you have a skill, you could use that without an edge. Sense?
I guess protection, yeah, I've got 2 in sense.
Yeah, you can, roll 2 dice.
And I'm gonna use my boon.
And you actually got another one just recently.
Yeah, you just got another one. Seagull, track that storm.
5.
And doubles.
Success with a twist. Or conflict with a twist. So, yeah, this guy's totally planning on stealing that thing. Like, totally.
My dad says to not talk to strangers. I'm gonna leave.
But there's a twist behind you. It's another guy standing there with, like, a dagger out. Like, that's coming with us.
My dad says that if anyone ever threatens me, to start kicking and screaming and being a little child. I'm going to start yelling, and I have undertones, so I'm especially loud.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm a small child being mugged.
Yeah, that's fair. So you start yelling really, really loud with your thunder voice. I'm not gonna make you roll. They don't want to go to jail. So they run away. You're very, very loud. They weren't expecting that. I wasn't expecting that. So they're like, ah! They like leave. But the downside is you don't get your arcane device repaired.
Yeah, I can fix it later.
But there are people interested in it, which is you learned something. So there you go.
Yeah, I do learn something. People are interested in this.
While we're on this subject still, can I mark a secret? Or one of my thing. What's my thing called again? So we know. It's called Every Street Tells a Story. It's one of my aspects, and it says mark to learn a secret of the city or port you're docked at. Can I mark something to know if there is some sort of underground artifact repairing thing going on here? Is there some kind of seedy underground trade thing? Is that why they wanted her artifact?
And yes.
Okay.
Correct and correct. And you do know that. Yeah, no, you hear a story, you hear people talking about it at a bar or something.
So that means we don't have to leave here without getting it fixed. There might be more to explore to this.
Yes. Is that what you want to do? Is that what you want to investigate?
Yeah, that's exactly. I just wanted to be able to keep this kind of trail to get it fixed.
With marking
goes.
With marking that, you are able to gain, like, you know the first step. You know where to go. There is a bar. So this mountaintop, there are several caves that go into it, and one of them leads down, and that's kind of like the underbelly of the city. It's where like a lot of the rougher bars are, that kind of thing. They call it Dark Haven. There you go.
Again, I believe if we track those men, we can find someone who can repair that artifact for you. Though the underbelly of this city is known to be rotten to the core and will be quite dangerous with madmen and gangsters aloof. If anyone's interested in joining us. And I'll look at the other two.
I need a robe now that I'm a cult leader.
You could have a robe, Matt.
If anyone tries to mug me again, I can scream again. If I scream hard enough, I can hurt people.
I believe we should follow them back to their hideout to find out what it is they're up to and who their leader is. Maybe they have mystics who can fix your artifact without stealing from you, of course.
Firefly, is there more than one way into this underbelly?
It is pretty much just this one. I mean, one of the other caves might meet up at some point, but this is the best path. But you could try to navigate from a different cave system if you so choose, but that'll be a whole thing. Not to say you can't do it, though.
I'm just tempted to try to cover some separate ground in case the shit hits the fan, you know? Enter from a different location and meet up.
Yeah, the entrance to the cave, it's not like they're going into the hideout. It's like a smaller city. It's like a sub-city.
Okay, I'll just go. I'm just gonna go along.
Let's go.
Are you going, Messiah?
I am.
Okay. You have to stop your followers from throwing rose petals in front of you as you're walking. Because it's too...
Always stop them.
It's too obvious. People start looking. You're like, cut it out. But yeah, you guys enter into Dark Haven. As soon as you get around the corner, the natural light stops, and you do see fluorescent crystals lining the walls. That's the source of light in here. It's all kind of light blues and purples. And as you go down the ramp, you go down for a little bit, and then it opens back up into a bigger cave. And you see buildings in here. Some of them are made of, wood, like typical buildings. Some of them are, it's a hodgepodge. Some of them are made out of like adobe and clay, and some of them are made out of stone.
Now you can see the crystals on these walls, the way they reflect light. They look as if they're made of stars, and that's because once upon a time this mountain was not hollow, but a meteorite crashed into the mountain, leaving a hallway scattered with stars from space.
Maybe that's where my statuette comes from. What if there used to be like a star religion, but it got usurped by the root religion, and then we came and we took over that? So we're really just going along with the national order of things instead of actually ruining people's lives.
Gary, you gain the whisper shooting star.
Okay.
I'll allow it. I gotta give you one every now and again if you keep doing that kind of stuff. Thank you, Kevin. Yeah, as you're looking around, there are shops down here with, not uniform goods. There's a lot of individual items for sale that don't seem to go together. obviously some fencing going on down here. There is a open air bar. There's just like a building that has like 360 degrees of bar going on. People are getting drinks. People are getting into fights down here. So a lot of rough and tumble people. And then there is the red light area where girls will play patty cake with you if you want it. And then there's, that kind of thing's going on. And you were looking for specifically the underground, like, tech stuff, right, Gary?
Yes, that's exactly right. See if there's like an underground mad scientist guild type of situation.
Yeah, so you do, with the marking of your secret thing, you do know where to go. There is a club, if you will. You hear that that's the place to go if you're looking for shady tech, we'll call it.
I believe it will be the most discreet if we don't all enter at once. We are quite a noticeable ragtag group of individuals.
So who do you think should go? I mean, it's my battery. But
Yes.
also, people don't seem to say yes to kids very much unless I start screaming. Then they do what I want.
I think we should all go, just not all at once. Just in case anything happens, so it should be in our best interest to have everyone.
God.
I can go in last. I got something I want to do real quick.
Yeah, I'll go in first.
Okay, yeah, you go in. You wind up going to, it's one of the stone buildings. It's not very big, but as soon as you go in, there are stairs that lead down. And it goes beneath the cave floor. It is all lit by those same kind of crystals, but once you get into the opening again, you can tell that the stone is cut by some sort of maybe machine or maybe some kind of acid. It's hard to tell. It's pretty smooth, but it's definitely man-made. And it opens up into a much larger room. There are tables out. You see people with their tech that they're selling, that kind of thing. And you do see like electric lights down here. But the real draw is in the center of the ring. In the center of the room, there is a ring, kind of like an octagon for MMA. But inside, there are not people fighting, but robots.
Ooh, I want to fight robots. I want to supercharge a robot.
But that is what you see. Does someone follow her in shortly thereafter?
Yes, I'm gonna convince him to come with me because
If you don't come with me, then maybe it will be strange that too many single parties arrived. And so maybe the two of us should go in together to be less suspicious.
Just act natural. Act natural. That's all there is to it.
Yes.
Okay, sounds good to me.
You two enter. You see the same things. You come down. You see the ghost child is already looking around in wonderment. What did you want to do before you went down there, Matt?
How many followers do I have tagging along?
There are 4 total, but only 2 of them came.
Cool. Then I would like them to go around the area and evangelize by passing out drugs to these current people.
They're going to go start to try to convert people to their religion, to worship you. Jeez, Matt. But yeah, you do that, and then you go down below, right?
Yes.
Okay, so they are doing that while this is all going on. They do leave your side. And you enter this robot fighting ring underneath the city. There is a match going on right now.
Yeah, I'm psyched. I want to get in on this action.
You want to, like, bet or something?
Yeah.
What are you betting?
Let me see what I got. Is there money in this game?
It's all barter, so
Gotcha.
not really.
I will offer myself up for a fight in the ring if I lose the bet.
They don't want any people fights down here.
I don't care. It's my offer. No, I'm just kidding. Okay.
Can I make
think
an
I'll
offer?
put it.
What?
I will. So I do want to ask if possibly I could fight a robot, but also like I feel like it would work well because I'm also electrically powered.
So they really don't want anyone that's not a robot getting in the ring. It's just not that scene. I mean, you could try to convince somebody, but it's not what they're doing. I don't know.
How about this? Could I ask to possibly could I possibly supercharge a bot to fight better and then start betting on that bot?
Yes,
I'd like to do that.
you can do that.
I'd like to rig it.
So what are you guys betting on? What are you guys betting? One of them. So there's two robots. One of them is a bulky, hammer-fisted bot, and the other one is the quicker, like sharp-edged kind of fella with like buzzsaw hands.
I mean, I'm gonna bet on whichever one she supercharges. I'm gonna bet literally everything that I have that you will allow me to bet. And I hope that it's the skinny dude, but you know, like I said, I'm gonna put my money wherever her mouth is. So that's where my bet goes.
Alright, what do we want to do? So my boost is probably going to increase speed because of, I'm assuming I would be using my Voltomotive interfacing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So do we want to make the big one as fast as the small one, or do we want to make the small one?
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you think it would be smarter to make the smaller one even faster? Or the slower one as fast as the little one?
Hey, yeah.
Well, he's
I'm
got
asking
very
about-
sharp edges, and sharp edges moving very fast should slice right through that big fella, no problem.
Alright, then I'll go for the little one. So I'm gonna bet my Jakari scales on the little one. And
So you supercharge the small one.
yeah, I'm gonna supercharge the small one, and I'm also adding a Jakari scales to the bet.
You're adding the Jakari skills. Anyone else want to make a bet?
I would like to bet my power conductor.
Okay. Kevin, you also wanted to bet, right?
Yeah, I don't have shit, so I'm gonna bet my writhing root, and I want to bet an evening with Matthew's character.
What about you, Zellicry? You got anything to bet?
No, I am good.
Alrighty. So here's what we're gonna do.
Win.
I got some dice here. I'm gonna make some rolls here. I will give an advantage to the white dice, which shall represent the faster character. And I'm not gonna tell you what I actually roll. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Stress of that.
Okay. And about what you think would have happened. Yeah, so you do supercharge this bot. And they have a good back and forth. Even though he's a lot faster, the big guy's still really big. And he does get like one big hit in on the smaller bot. Which you guys are like, oh no, you know. But finally, it gets behind him and just sticks his buzzsaw right in his back. The big one goes down. And you guys do win some stuff here.
Woo!
Let's see, you bet a power source, you bet a root, and you bet a scale.
And
So we'll see. I'll let you ask for what kind of thing you want. And I believe they can be specimen, salvage, or I'll allow charts and whispers if you want. But yeah, all of you win one thing. What category would you like it to be from?
I'd like a
I
specimen.
would like.
A what? A specimen? Okay, you will be given a jar containing a electric eel.
Ooh!
Thought you might like it. Make sure to mark that down on your sheet. You have a jarred electric eel. It is alive.
Yeah, I can keep it as a pet.
Yeah, you can keep it as a pet.
It's named Buzzboy.
It's named what?
Buzzboy.
Buzzboy. Okay.
Can you combine salvage and stuff in like
Yes.
a Dead Rising kind of way and just make
Yes.
things? Oh yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Okay.
you can make, so one of the things you can do with milestones is you can take these salvages and these specimens and blah blah blah, and you could turn them into tracked aspects. So you could turn the moss of the north tree with the jewels of ice, and you could take them and you can make the scarf of cold resistance. I don't know. You can do that. That is a thing that's built into the system.
Like, I've got gunpowder and she has an electric eel. We could combine those and make an electric grenade.
Yeah,
Okay.
potentially.
What we can do is, the way I'm feeding to Stabby Tooth, Buzzy Boy can receive enhancements from specimens.
You should
And
just
we can
feed
have
Buzzy Boy to
super pet.
Stabby Tooth.
I think our first goal for Buzzy Boy would be to give him the ability to fly and breathe air.
You don't know what happened.
Scarf.
You don't know what
I have
happened
a
to Buzzy
very-
Boy. But yes.
I have a very high cooking skill level. We could give him the ability to taste really nice.
I am on board. I like that idea more than anything.
Friend.
That's true. And once again, if he did cook this eel, you could gain a temporary track, that like you did earlier when you got that good meal that you can mark for bonuses. So everything you're saying is in the system, and you guys can do. Real quick though, Matt, what would you like your reward to be? Specimen, salvage, or a chart or whisper?
I would like some salvage, please.
Salvage. All right, you can have the one of the buzzsaws from a destroyed robot. They'll offer you a buzzsaw hand.
Nice.
I know you like special hands, so buzzsaw hands. Boom.
What?
Firefly. Boom. You like scrapple hands, special hands. What do you want, Kevin?
As a navigator, I would like to go for a chart, please.
A chart, absolutely. So you will get a chart. It'll be an old road map from like the real world. It'll be one of those tourist destination maps.
You get a brochure.
Yeah, you get a tourist. You get a tourist trap map. You can
Can
mark
it-
it down.
Tourist trap map. You got it.
Can the tourist trap be one of those like Carmageddon dinosaurs that eats junkyard cars?
Potentially, it all depends on the whisper. I think,
Oh, that's right.
uh,
Okay.
but it could be.
Yeah. So
Then turn it into Mad Max. No, this is the one you combine with Mule, and that's how you get Mad Max.
There you go. Yeah, no, absolutely.
I've got a whisper of the shipwrecked shell on the tourist trap map, and that was the one with the albatross. So I feel like we could create some sort of Godzilla situation here in an exotic vacation getaway locale.
Yes. These are all things that are very possible. So you guys all got your rewards, and yeah, the battle bot is over. So you'll notice people take a bet. Some people eye you angrily for winning. One person even eyes you suspiciously as you did cheat. But I'm not gonna make you get caught for that. The first time you do it, no one's suspecting it, no one's watching you. That's fine. But You'll notice there are all kinds of people down here. You'll even notice a few of the, what are they called? They're called thing. Yeah, there you go, Ironbound. There is a couple Ironbound down here. They are the living sentient metal people, kind of like Warforged in D&D, but they can be anything. I've seen them be bird cages. They can be car parts. They're kind of like the Zellicry of inanimate objects, almost, except they're just one thing.
No.
There's a couple of them down here. It's a lot of Arden and Ectus down here. It seems, now that you've kind of looked around the city a bit, they are the primary life forms here, are the Arden and the Ectus. And then there's a smattering of the other species.
So you mentioned that the first time we supercharge the robot and cheat, nobody sees us.
Yes.
You're implying that we could do this again and perhaps maybe bet that small ship that we had, thus creating a larger profit margin?
You can do whatever you want, man. It's the Wildsea. I can't stop you. I can only police you.
I'm gonna mark off another track of that fine meal in order to get another Voltima interface. Just in case.
You're gonna mark a track of your what?
The fine meal.
Oh, and to do what?
You said we could use it to take a mark from another track, so
yes.
I marked off one on the track for Voltimotive interfacing.
Okay, yeah, absolutely, yeah, you can.
I'm just getting it back.
That meal that you were cooked by Kevin once upon a time, still the memory of it reinvigorates you, and you are able to draw lightning once again. But yes, Kevin, I am telling you that you could potentially cheat again. It's just people are now aware that it's possible and are watching you. So there is chance for failure now.
Okay.
But you guys have not shied away from making enemies yet.
If we're betting the small ship, I mean, we're not gonna lose. I'm just gonna fight somebody. If the odds don't turn right.
There's no time like the present to push our luck. What's the worst that could happen?
You guys are gonna bet a ship?
Lose our newly acquired
bread, but I've already died before, and that's not so bad. I mean, it sucks. But
if I may remind you, the small ship that we acquired is capable of grappling. So if we take it into the lower regions, we could potentially swing around, just like Tarzan.
Good.
In a ship. Boom. But I'm down to bet it. If you want to bet it, we bet it.
If you guys want to bet your ship, just let me know, and I'll make it happen.
Only if the reward's worth it.
I mean, yeah, the reward would be equivalent to another small ship. Somehow, it would be something.
What if we bet the junk hole booty boy or whatever our ship's called?
Your whole giant ship?
I'm just wondering what the profit margin looks like theoretically.
I honestly don't think they would take that bet. That's too much.
We could take their whole
If
business.
we put in
exactly.
Then they're going to be even more sus of us rigging it.
The small ship, it is believable that people bet small ships, but
you can bet a jet ski, but when you bet a cruise liner, people start asking.
Yeah, when you bet a yacht, people are like,
Just seeing, we're testing the temperature here.
Testing the temperature.
What do you guys think? You want to bet the small ship or move on?
I mean,
I just want to fix my power source.
You guys also came down here for a power source to be fixed.
I mean, we've never even touched this outrider. I'm totally fine with betting. It's like we're losing nothing.
Yeah.
And are you going to cheat?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, so
I don't do this normally. What's wrong with you?
So the next fight, it'll be between another weapon wielding bot. It'll have like a morning star and a shield. It'll kind of be fashioned like a knight, and the other robot will be kind of like a pseudo gorilla with flamethrower hands.
Pause. Did you just say robot?
Yeah, robot.
He did.
Brobot?
Brobot? No, I said ro.
Robot.
Yeah, robot.
Brobot fighting.
It's
Like
the
the
Sigma
fraternity
Kappa
real life.
Alpha version 2.0.
Yeah, bro. Totally gonna smash. Look at that.
I want
Other
to drink PBR. I want to drink PBR.
Hold my ankles while I nail this keg stand, bro. Yeah.
Who wants to play beer pong?
Suck it, nerd. Suck it, nerd. Suck it, nerd.
My dad owns a car dealership. I am a really big deal back home.
Oh boy. Oh boy, this is fantastic. Happy birthday, Gary. Which
Anyway, yeah, we're rigging it. Okay, do we go? I think the flamethrower is pretty cool.
yeah. Flamethrowing
It's
gorilla.
certainly cool, but a flamethrower versus another metal construct seems a little iffy.
That's true.
I
Yeah,
have
another
heard,
one has a shield.
I've heard tales that gorilla's flames can burn at heat that would melt steel into a puddle of water. But I've never seen it myself.
In that case, the shield wouldn't be very helpful.
So do we
I
go
don't
with the
think so.
gladiator looking one or the sort of brutish looking one?
You know, I like to imagine the night and the gorilla as something in my way. So I think I'll go with the knight.
Sounds good to me. Alright. I'm gonna make a series of 5 rolls here. One of them has an advantage. And
I love that little ship, though, you know?
we shall see
You can swing around.
who comes out on top.
This is nerve-wracking.
The tension.
I'm gonna throw up in my Birkin bag.
Gulp.
The supercharged knight beats the ever living dog shit out of the other thing. So which one of you? Well, it has to be Misha because she's the one supercharging this thing. Misha, don't get caught. Give me a roll here.
Okay. Alright, so I have grace.
Okay, fair.
I also have charm in the sense of I bat my eyes looking all cute like, how could a cutie pie like this do something so heinous?
It's fair. It's fair. Yeah, go ahead and give me a 3 dice roll here. Don't forget, you still have some boons sitting there.
I do?
Yeah, someone gave you one. Yeah, a competent user gave you one recently.
Cool. Thank you. I'm gonna use it.
So you got 4 dice here. That's good. Yeah. So you succeed
4.
with a twist.
Ooh.
And conflict. Conflict with a twist. Roll. So the guy that you bet the ship to is not happy. And he does accuse you of cheating. You haven't been caught, but you are accused. Hey, that's not fair. You guys aren't playing with a full deck here. The hell you think this is? He'll be a big Ectus guy. He's all
I would like to
spiky.
use the death mask. I want to diffuse that. I want to freak him out with the death mask
Good.
and tell him he's wrong. Cool. So I'm gonna turn and like jump up a little bit, like I'm gonna give it a little hop, and the wings on my dragonfly backpack are gonna flap and bring me like up to his face level, so that he can stare directly into the jeweled eyes of the death mask. So I'm gonna use veils, of course, and then I don't know. Can I? I mean, all right, hear me out here.
Yeah.
You could
Can I
not
use
not
sense?
threaten children.
Can I use sense because I'm sensing his fear and playing off of it? I'm trying to maximize this, right? You see what I mean?
It's fair.
We're gonna tap into his little dome piece here and give him a little fear lobotomy so that he stops being such
Yeah,
a
you're
tough
using
guy.
your intuition to get inside his head to be like Scarecrow. I gotcha. Go for it, man.
That's hot. So do I get any extra point with this death mask? It's an aspect.
So the death mask, it makes it so if you get a 4 or 5, it's actually essentially a 6.
Okay, and can I like mark it, or is that what marking it does?
Marking it only things that say to mark it. You have to mark every time. But if you fail at this and the guy like punches you in the face, then you would mark it because he cracked your mask a little bit.
Bummer.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah, let's do this. But with your death mask,
so,
you do have a bonus there. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do the 1 from Veils, 3 from Sense. Hopefully a death mask bonus, and I want to max it out at 6 with the boons. So I don't know
absolutely.
whether it's 1 or 2.
Yeah, spend 2 boons, and you will,
Oh, there's no
rolling 6 dice here. It's probably going to be fine.
Advanced dice roller. That's where we gotta go now. That's sick. That's sick, dude. We don't count that high. Roll 6. Got a whole bunch of numbers, dude. I don't know.
Yeah.
2 threes, a pair of 3s with a 6 high.
A success with a twist. So, you get in this guy's face, and you scare the ever-living dog shit out of him. You absolutely intimidate this guy. He's like, "Whoa, look, I don't want any trouble." He'll be upset because he's losing big here. But yeah, you do succeed. What kind of reward do you want for this? What do you want him to pay you with?
All right. What's the equivalent of a small ship?
Can
Great
we
question.
trade as part of this deal? Trade our small ship and get a larger ship that's one size larger than an Outrider. Like, can we get a small ship out of this?
Well, I think our ship already is.
We
have like
love our ship.
Yeah, your ship is one size bigger than an Outrider.
We have a really cool ship, though. Like, this is something that can blend and grapple and swim around.
Yeah, those are also things to think about. You can get like ship parts to add on to your ship or to the smaller ship. You can get what do they call weldments?
Maybe that's what we should do.
We can get an enhancement to our main ship.
Yeah, you absolutely can. This is one of the many ways you can do that. If you guys want an enhancement to your main ship, that can happen. Let me see.
We also can we use a portion of it to leverage for like silks and finery to decorate the chamber of the baby god.
We could talk about it once you pick your thing. I'll see what's left over. Where is it? There it is.
It's like a yes to me.
Fittings, yeah. Step 2, fittings. Page 174 if you're on the main book. But yeah, don't you have like motifs and shit, but you already have a motif on your ship, so you don't really need another one. Additions. Let's see. You have that. Firefly lanterns, luminous blooms, chemical spotlights, survival station. You have some of this stuff. Cargo crane, wrecker's magnet, signal flares, shutter lamps, steam whistles, vax horns, tethered kite sails, trained messengers, fixed band radio, water purifier, lightning rod, night farm, which is like mushrooms and shit, fruit trees,
Literally.
trawler nets. You can also get like room additions put on your ship, workshops, medical bays, that kind of thing. And armaments. You can get another gun. You already have, I believe, a storm rail.
Here's what I was going to ask. Is there a flamethrower gun?
No.
Oh, man. I was going to ask if we could get one of those giant gorilla arms mounted on our ship.
The only reason that they... Well, I mean, so technically you could, but flames are highly frowned upon on the Wildsea. The only reason that they're doing it down here is because the walls are stone. There's very little chance of a fire escaping. Which I realized after I said flamethrower hands, I was like, uh-oh. I mean, honestly, if you really wanted, I won't say no, but you could...
Can we take the night robot?
Night robot. Oh!
Yeah.
Yes.
Could we get one of the robot?
Yeah, you can take the night robot.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we need a room attachment or a robot or something like that too. I mean, we bet a small ship. Like, we got to make this bang count, you know?
The robot's pretty
Also
good.
It's
It's
it
pretty
should be
good.
something that reminds us
Like
of
it.
his robot dungeon. I think that way we always remember how we got our trophy.
And we can
And it's a
use
night
that
robot to
robot.
correspond with the dream cocoon.
So we can also make use of this robot.
Yeah, the robot would count as a like an undercruiseman as well. Just like the octopus, just like the stargazers, he would be another NPC on your ship. And
Wait,
you can't
so-
take that. That's not
Can
on the
we
list,
use
but you
it?
can't take that.
Do we,
Can we
want
use
to-
them then? Because the Geist Octopus is activated as an aspect. It's like a really expensive. Or what was it? No, it's a. Is that the word?
So the Geist octopus does a lot of stuff.
Oh, it's not. Never mind. I'm confused. It is not an aspect. I'm in the wrong section of my character sheet. But can we use them? Like spend them, or how do these underbelly cruisemen people work?
They are crewmates essentially. I mean, you
Okay,
can
I'm
you
down for
can
robot.
use them. You can like be like, hey, go fight that guy or something. You can do that. Yeah.
So I think the robot knight's awesome. If I have another idea. We don't have to do it. I just want to get it out there. He's got a shield and he's got a sword, so we could maybe upgrade the armor of our ship or give ourselves some kind of ramming damage from the blade if we want to scrap him for parts. Or we could keep him as a sentient.
We can
ass
keep him
kicking
as like a
guy.
sentient ship guard.
You can straight up get a spearing prow out of this if you want.
Could we use it as like a programmed like bodyguard or something to protect the vessel of the baby god, perhaps, or one of us?
Yeah,
Can
you
we
can keep 'em
reprogram it
as-
like a personal...
You can keep him as an intact robot, yeah, and use him like a robot bodyguard.
Yeah, I mean that sounds pretty valuable. We got a.
It sounds pretty good to me.
And also, if we ever have a big fight on the ship, I can fight alongside this thing while supercharging.
Yes.
Which is some cool synergy.
And that is awesome.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this
Let's
thing
fucking
kicks
do it.
way more ass than a handful of stargazers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have like your first combatant NPC on your ship, the night robot. Absolutely. But yes, you still want to get your thing repaired, right, Misha?
Yep. Can we get that as part of our bet?
I think that's fair. You could get it repaired as part of your bet. What is your what does the scavenge say specifically?
Cracked arcane power source.
Erase the cracked part.
Woo! I have an arcane power source for use of arcane power source purpose.
So what happens is this Ectus that you guys made this bet with, he has to get you this night robot. So he winds up dealing with the owner of the night robot. Because this guy owned the gorilla robot. And he manages to get the deal out. And during the deal, Misha's like, hey, can you fix this as part of the deal? He does it. No
A
problem.
little bit of puppy eyes.
We're probably because we scared the ever-loving freaky peepee out of them.
I feel like that about sums you guys up, even Stevens. When are you guys doing anything else down here in this room specifically?
I'm done.
Okay. So you guys done? You guys go back up. You see some of the apostles of the tree baby have a little crowd that they're preaching to.
Did we not want to try to bet the robot once more? No? Trading up? No? Anything?
We've already had a complication.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, we're good.
Kevin always pushing his luck. But yeah, you do see some of this religion spreading about this god baby. And you'll feel a little rumble in your tummy there, Oshin. As the egg is still glowing from when Kevin poured his belief into it. But yes, you guys go back to your ship. You can outfit and do whatever you want to get ready for your next adventure. You also don't have to leave here if you don't want to. But whatever you do, it's going to have to wait till next time. I feel it's a pretty good stopping point. Once again, happy birthday, Gary. Thank you so much for everyone watching. So many boons and dooms. We just got an entire another set of boons for all of us. So feel free to add those to your sheets and use them next game.
Thank you
I forgot I had some, and so I have like a bunch of power-ups sitting here. But yes, I had a lot of fun. You guys have fun?
Yeah.
I did. And before we depart here,
Yeah.
might I show you I have this cryptic map of the caves beneath?
Is that a thing?
Yeah, I have a chart that is a cryptic map and a whisper that's the caves beneath. And since we're already here, that'll give you something to.
Yeah, no, you guys.
For next time.
You guys can find. You can choose to do that here, and perhaps enter the cave systems beneath the city.
With our new little ship, so you can see what it's got. You can swing around in the mud.
Perhaps.
I'd like to take a stop back at, our ship first, because I have a tree to plant.
Well, you have to go back there to get the other ship, anyways. But yeah, you guys are on your ship for now. But your Zealocry is telling you about these caves that he thinks are just all over the place underneath the city. They're worth checking out.
In my head, we would be in like the map room, the captain's quarters, setting out to where we would be looking next on this map. And then before we got too far, I would slap down this old cryptic map of these caves beneath the city. And
We don't have to travel too far. There seems to be adventure right underneath our feet.
Excellent. No, I like it. I like it a lot. I'm glad you guys are sticking around the city a little more. The city's going to become more fleshed out the longer you stay, and it'll become a whole ass thing. I still need to name it. If anyone has a name, shoot it at me at some point. But yeah, it's a great place to stop. Thank you so much, everyone, for the raids, the boons, the dooms, the follows, and the bits. It was a great night. I've been Jehananon at RockFact on Twitter, at Jehananon1 on TikTok.
I'm the co-host, Casualty CDG, and you can find me at Casualty CDG on all of the social medias. Also, Jahan and I have a podcast with our friend Drew.
We have a podcast.
Yeah, man. We talk about video games. We talk about movies. We talk about streaming shows. We talk about whatever we want on that podcast because it's our podcast. It's called Fresh Out the Podcast.
What?
And you can find it where all podcasts are available. Of course, join me and Jahan every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at twitch.tv/Jahananon for tabletop role-playing games and board games. You have anything, Jahan? Am I forgetting anything? What are we doing tomorrow? Are we doing
Tomorrow we're playing our Modern Age threefold
Modern
campaign
Age, right?
with our very own Mr. Kapow and our friend Robert Wallace.
So that's right. Come by, see us tomorrow night. We'll be playing Modern Age by Green Ronin. Thank you so much for your support, and thanks for sharing my birthday with me.
And hey, folks, I've been Matt Murphy as Oshin the Lost, and I will catch y'all again next week.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us. I am Kevin, also known temporarily this time around as Wilson Ors. And stick around next time to see if Jahan finally messes up my name.
And I've been Misha on Twitter. You can find me at. And if you liked what you heard from Dice, where we are currently running our main show, Electro, another post-apocalyptic thing, Tesla-type steampunkish twist. I play Soup, which is basically all of the root religion that we've encountered today turned into one person from Florida.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Not Florida. If any of that cut out on you, I got a little bit cut out. She's at Misha Siegel on Twitter. And check out Dice Carnival as well, which is a fantastic show. Thank you so much. Happy birthday again, Gary. And we'll see you guys next time. Stay fresh.